Our next guest speaker is Dr. Syed Asif Raza, Assistant Professor at IBA, Sakra. Dr. Asif's core research interests include blockchain technologies, consensus protocols, distributed systems, software-defined networking, network function visualization, and cloud computing. Dr. Asif has been involved in national and international collaborative projects, such as Big Data Express, which composed a team of members from the United States and South Korea. He proposed the smart dApp on Neo blockchain, and he has more than 10 years of experience in the field of network and security. Thank you so much, Dr. Asif, for joining us today. Over to you.
Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Asif, and today I'm going to, present my topic, which is called the decentralized credit score system using the blockchain technology in Pakistan. First of all, I would like to say thanks to my, the host of this conference, who is hosting this conference, wonderful conference online in this pandemic situation. The JatBit Conference is one of the, great conference to, promote the blockchain technology. So first of all, I would like to give thanks to my host who gave me this opportunity to present my, the topic in this wonderful conference. So as I said, today is my topic of my presentation is basically a decentralized credit score system using blockchain technology in Pakistan. Uh, let's talk about little bit about me. So as you know, my name, you can call me Asif. My complete name is Syed Asif Raza, and I am from Pakistan. And as far as my qualification is concerned, I completed my PhD from University of Science and Technology, South Korea, and my MS and BS here from Pakistan. And as far as my professional experience, currently I'm working as a assistant professor at Sakkara University. Since 2019, after completion of my PhD, I joined my regional university, which is called Sakkara University. And also we have here Center of Excellence, which is called the CREB, which is a Center of Excellence for Robotics, AI, and Blockchain. And I'm working as a senior researcher in the blockchain technology as well. I have more than 10 years of experience in various public-private sectors of Pakistan as well. As far as my research interest, I am more interested to work in blockchain technology, consensus protocols, decentralized networks, virtualization, cloud computing, SDN, NFV, and etc. Right? So I have more than 15 publications in different conferences and journals as well. My research projects, I worked on different research projects. One of the my great research project which is related to the blockchain was Smart TD app. Basically, it was a D app which I created on top of the Neo blockchain, and I worked on this Smart T, a wonderful application, the Smart Ticketing Solution application. Another was the Big Data Express. It was a project between US and the Korean government, multi-FIAG cloud and federated cloud. So I worked on these different projects. So this is overall introduction about me. Now let's come to my topic. So before going towards the decentralized credit scoring systems using the blockchain technology in Pakistan, I would like to explain you about the credit scores and how what is credit score and how it works basically. So whenever we are talking about the uh, credit score, basically credit score is basically what it is, a statistical number that's used for the consumers to check their overall worthiness. Means whenever we want to check the worthiness of a consumer who is using the credit cards or any other credit related things, we can check the worthiness of that customer by using this credit score. So there are lots of the scoring systems available. One of the great scoring system, which is called the FICO score, which is commonly and recognizably used in the different parts, and different credit bureaus are using this credit system. So to determine the score of an individual, we draw from the customers, the individual's credit history, right? So we draw the credit history, credit information about the customer from his credit history. So whenever any lenders who want to give the lending services to borrowers, the lenders will utilize the credit scores as a way to evaluate the probability of an individual for repaying their debts. Means they evaluate the probability of an individual that either he or she can repay their debts or not in future. So the typical, whenever we are talking about the credit score, so the typical range of credit score is from 300 to, the 800. Uh, so we can say that this is a very simple definition of credit score and how it is basically working. As I said, it is the working of, the credit score is based on totally mathematical calculations and mathematical formulas. So whenever we are talking about, the credit score, it's a number that helps a lender, as I said, to predict how likely an individual is to repay a loan or make credit payments on time, right? We can calculate from the 0 to 900, its range. Basically, we can calculate the credit worthiness of an individual or our consumer by using these things. So major factor is called the credit score, which is proposed by different credit bureaus in your countries, right? Even in Pakistan, we have different credit bureaus who are calculating the credit scores of an individual. So if the credit score is high, it shows that the borrower is beneficial or risky for financial institutions, right? So if your credit score is low, then it will be better for your lenders, right? Okay, so this is basically some factors that we use. Means the payment history, amount earned, means length of credit history, request for new credits, type of credit. So these all are the things that we are using. These factors we are considering whenever we are calculating a credit history of a consumer, right? So obviously, whenever we are talking about the credit score and the technologies, the latest technology that we have currently, so with the passage of time, the impact of the blockchain technology has been brought up in multiple fields as well, right? Means blockchain is involved in multiple fields nowadays. So the innovative functionality is gradually changing. Means the pre-existing systems are gradually changing from your traditional systems to your the latest technology like the blockchain. And this credit score system is in that list also, because whenever we are talking about the credit score systems, so they are also going to use this latest technology of blockchain. Why we call it basically the innovative, let's talk about a little bit about the blockchain. As if we talk about the straightforward definition of the blockchain, is that it's basically a shared database or shared ledger, right? It records the transaction that occurs between two parties and put them into the immutable ledger. So this is a very basic definition that we have in whenever we are talking about the innovative privacy using the blockchain, right? So it will provide you the innovative privacy whenever we are talking about the blockchain. So the easiest way is to describe the structure of a blockchain is basically by using the blocks and the chain. Means blocks are basically pieces of data, and the chain is the public ledger that they go on, right? And the block, a block is contain the piece of information about the time in which the transactions occurs, right? Simply we can say that. So, whenever we are talking about the privacy, the core concept behind this blockchain technology is basically the privacy. Privacy is main thing that we are talking about in the blockchain technology, or immutability, right? So we achieve by using this the public and private key. Means we use asymmetric keys cryptography, and we can secure the transaction between the users. So here in credit scoring system, we also have such type of transaction which required the privacy, which required the immutability, right? Because we are storing some information related to our consumers. Banks are collecting that information. They are using that information. So credit score can also be one of the application for in which the privacy is more important, right? Privacy is more important. Keeping this thing is mind in mind, uh, if we talk about some background related to the in Pakistan, keeping this thing in mind, why we use, why we require decentralized credit score system in Pakistan by using the blockchain technology, because we have 49 million bank services, 49 million using only 49 million, bank peoples are using the bank services, and 150 are, unbanked. For 150 million is are unbanked, right? So lending services role is to lift the country's economy. Obviously, whenever we are talking about the lending services and borrowers, basically they are lifting the economy, overall economy of your country. Unfortunately, very small portion of banks are basically labeled for lending services, means very small portion in Pakistan, so not good enough for our country's economy. So why basically, because of the trust issue, because the banks, whenever they are sharing the information between each other, the credit history information between each other about the customer, they are very reluctant, right? They are not sharing the information. They have the lack of trust, lack of transparency as well, and there is the lack of transparency between the financial institutes and the borrowers as well. So these all are the factors which we can say that because of these factors we have very short borrowers in here in Pakistan. So our motivation was, in Pakistan, each bank is managing their credit history of individual borrowers independently. They are managing the history, not sharing the financial information with other banks. They are sharing the information with credit bureaus, but still that private information is shared with the third party, right? So there is a competition, there is a privacy, privacy issues. Each bank hold its own data, not others, right? So these are the main issues whenever we are talking about the credit scoring system here in Pakistan. So only one way we have to share the financial information with the government licensed credit bureaus, means banks are sharing with the credit bureaus. These are few credit bureaus in Pakistan which are providing some credit services, but these credit bureau third party possesses all the individual information from the different financial institution members, right? So basically they are calculating, these credit bureaus are calculating the information. So the drawback of this system, what is the basically the drawback of this system? Because there are the lots of few credit bureaus are individually managing all these things. There is the chance of lack of privacy here. Means obsolete the technique, they use the obsolete techniques and technologies. They do not use the latest technologies like the blockchain. They are normally manually managing in a traditional way to calculate the score, which is unsecure for consumers credit analysis as well. They use the centralized database, insecure, not transparent, and privacy issues as well. So existing system cannot match the level of inclusiveness. So there is a problem, right? So, what is the solution that we are proposing here in our center of in our CREP center? So we are working on this decentralized credit score system using the blockchain technology in Pakistan. So it will be decentralized score system using the blockchain technology, and all the members means the banks, the users, the the managers, the other institutions will be authenticated. Definitely we have the privacy mechanism here in blockchain, automatic calculation, and no need of human efforts, because in current situation we require the manual processes. And we also generate accurate credit reports, because in whenever you are doing manual processes, you have different misleading figures. You can get the misleading figures as well. So therefore we suggested this system. So other things, that decentralized credit score system, basically highest standard of transparency. It will provide the highest standard of transparency, immutability, secure, and privacy, and independent, which eliminate the dependency of the third party. Means third party means the credit score system. It is not centralized, it's decentralized, or you can say it's immutable as well, right? So we have ease of use here also. uh, Definitely we have the we use basically for our solution, to propose our solution, to create our solution. We use the hyperledger fabric, and basically this framework provide the ready to use the blockchain platform. It's a permission, it will be the permission blockchain obviously, and the distributed ledger amongst the different banks and institutions, and lender institutions as well, right? So our permission blockchain, because as we all know, the public blockchain and the permission blockchain, the difference is very much clear for you peoples, right? So this is the overall, the whenever we use the distributed ledger. So we have these type of banks available. They are connected with the multiple banks are connected with each other, and they are sharing their information secure way. So there is the lack of transparency, the lack of trust will be decreased. So we, by using the blockchain technology, by using the distributed ledger. So this is the overall concept that I want to share with you peoples, that why the credit score systems need to use the blockchain technology. So it's very important, and very in the demand of the current market. So we should have to focus on the credit score system. And currently we as a in Sakrabi University, we are focusing to develop such a system which can provide a very good immutable and the transparent system for credit score management system, right, for individuals and for banks, for the governing bodies as well. So this is the overall presentation of which I want to present in front of you. And thank you very much. I hope you got some ideas from my presentation, and you can proceed in your countries as well. So thank you very much once again. I am very much thankful to you, and thankful to this conference host as well.